Raven to nest! Raven to nest! I've got 2 Republic fighters on my tail. I can't shake them. Requesting backup.
This is Major Anri of Raven Squad, still under fire. Come on, I need help down here. Blast! Can anyone read me?
I read you, Major. Loud and clear.
Really appreciate that whole sensing danger through the Force business, my lord. It saved my neck more than once.
What's going on? Where did those Republic fighters come from?
See that dreadnought? Meet me there. We'll get you all caught up.
Get these weapons secure, now!
Everyone's trapped down there. Cord had better have a hell of a plan to get out of this one.
I served with Cord on Corellia. If there's one thing I can say about the man, it's do not underestimate him.
We need everyone ready to move. No exceptions.
Darth Norrock's down there. He'll handle the Republic.
Hope you're right. I mean, he does oversee logistics.
Of course I'm right. Don't let Norrock's title fool you. I heard he's never lost a lightsaber duel.
We've got 3 squads cleared and ready. Just need the go-ahead from Major Anri.
I need the rest of them ready to go in 10, Captain. Understood?
Right away, Major.
Welcome aboard the Executioner, my lord. Wish I could have organized a welcome party, but we need your help straight away.
I thought I was here to support the Empire's Kolto operation. What are the Republic forces doing on Manaan?
Being a pain in all our backsides? Colonel Cord was running a pretty tight ship with this Kolto operation. We dropped mining platforms right on the water, real state-of-the-art stuff. Got everything up and running quick, harvesting, refining, shipping. We were up to our necks in Kolto. The SELKATH didn't even know what hit them. Until the Republic got a whiff of what was going on.
Who is this Colonel Cord you spoke of?
My new commanding officer. Raven Squad was transferred to Cord's regiment not long before he kicked things off on Manaan. Once the Republic brought the big guns, the locals started to put up a fight. Some of the SELKATH even got organized enough to take over our Kolto refining station. That station was our base of operations, and now our people are stuck inside, including Colonel Cord. All our platforms are cut off from each other. Whole thing's a mess. If we want this operation back on track, first thing to do is kick the SELKATH off our base, which I can't do alone. Could really use your help down there.
Once again, the fate of the Empire rests in my hands.
At least we keep things exciting for you. I've already given the order to ready as many troops on board as we can. Just need to get them down to the surface and...
Major Henry, the first dropship we sent down, it was completely destroyed as soon as it entered Manaan's airspace. Our scanners show it was Republic anti-aircraft weapons.
Are the enormous guns mounted on this eyesore just for show? If you've got their weapons in your sights, take them out.
We can't. Once we started the targeting sequence, their weapons disappeared from our instruments altogether.
How can that be?
Damn it! Don't know what the Republic's playing at, but I'm not sending any more soldiers down until we find out. As long as those Republic dogs are helping the SELKATH, our efforts on Manaan are dead in the water, so to speak.
If we're going to resume this operation, I won't entertain this kind of hopelessness.
All right. What are you thinking?
You and I will retake your base. The Republic's weapons won't lock onto a small shuttle. You were able to escape Manaan relatively unscathed.
Solid point. And once we take the Republic's fancy weapons out of the equation, we'll clear the way for reinforcements. You heard the plan, Vondrel? Hold down the fort up here. We'll signal when it's safe to deploy everyone else. It's great to have your help again. Now, let's show these kelp lovers what we're made of, yeah?
What happened here? How did the Empire lose control?
Like I said, everything was going to plan. Better than that, really. We were unstoppable. We had an iron cannon that could stop entire fleets in their tracks. Anyone who thought they could take a run at us got a personal demonstration. But the Republic had to go and stick their noses where they don't belong. Things took a turn when they helped the SELKATH blow up our cannon.
Losing a single weapon caused all of this.
Hey, it was a really powerful gun. When it blew up, the iron explosion knocked out everything. Comms, weapons, vehicles, you name it, it went dark. These bottom feeders took advantage of the chaos and went on the offensive. Since we couldn't call for backup, Colonel Cord sent me back to the Executioner for reinforcements. Then you showed up, just in the nick of time.
Asem tun, open lapos sag le vego, sotet volt grav esan fellet.
I will never give up our position on Manaan, no matter how many chances you give us. The Empire needs more Kolto than your tight-fisted government is willing to sell.
Vassoni lesson, teto zot, a pasa la cold zot prite, oma leos.
Hey, shark bait! Over here!
If a fight is what you prefer, I will happily oblige.
On your feet! I want this place back in working order immediately. Taurus, get this display back online. Dar, re-establish long-range communications now! We've been cut off from the other platforms for too long!
Colonel Cord, sir, this is...
It is an honor to meet you, my lord. But as you can see, we are ill-equipped to properly receive someone of your stature. Where are my reinforcements, Major?
A Sith is speaking, Colonel. You will give your full attention when I am in your presence.
You are correct, my lord. Please, forgive my negligence.
I know you're expecting a few more people, but that plan hit a bit of a snag.
A few more people? I asked you for an army, Major.
And if I bring you that army now, they're as good as dead. The Republic shot down our first transport. They've got some kind of stealth weapon system. It went dark on the Executioner scanners almost as soon as it showed up.
Then we need to eliminate those guns. I want my soldiers down on the surface in one piece. The second our scanning instruments are functional again, we shall locate the Republic's weapons. Readings down here will be more accurate than on the Executioner.
The SELKATH did a real number on this place. With their home advantage and the Republic backing them up, they'll retake this position in no time.
What are you suggesting we do?
Colonel Cord finds the Republic's guns, we fix our defenses.
There are plenty around this platform, but they were destroyed or disabled by the ion blast the SELKATH triggered. You'll have to repair all the defenses manually.
Sounds easy enough, especially for the two of us. I'm sure Darth Norok will be pleased at how well we're handling this, sir.
Who is Darth Norok?
Lord Valron's new right hand in logistics. Very important. Colonel Cord manages the Kolto operation, but this whole thing is under Darth Norok's jurisdiction. He gets final say on everything. Be nice if we could update him before we set off, sir.
I tried to contact him, but with everything that's happened, I'm sure he's on the move. Don't get your hopes up.
Good. Your endless missteps are becoming a considerable source
of irritation.
I know things are grim, my lord. You have my apologies, but I, and my associates, are prepared to make things right.
See that you do.
Darth Norok has been briefed, and we all have our assignments. I want this entire operation back in working order. People will die without this Kolto.
If you want my help, I want to hear from someone with actual power first, not a peon.
Sir, the SELKATH are launching another attack. They've breached the lower levels.
If those SELKATH take this platform again, I'm afraid no one will be speaking to Darth Norok.
Leave the SELKATH to us. We'll return once the defenses are repaired.
Very well. Good luck to you both. Hopefully you won't need it.
Just rewired the shields in this quadrant to triple their integrity. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. She's alive. Let's go, soldier.
I'll be fine. Just need a second to catch my breath. But you two don't have time to stop. The SELKATH are planting explosives all around the base.
We'll take care of them.
And there are more wounded troops. Please help them.
The SELKATH are everywhere. It's like a bad crek beetle infestation. See that terminal? We get it back online, we restore communications, at least at short range. We'll be able to check in with each other if we get separated. Good news, sir. We reactivated the defense systems. Making our way back to your position now.
Excellent work. But unfortunately, the job isn't over yet.
What are you talking about?
As Major Henry so eloquently reminded me, the SELKATH have their home advantage of infiltrating underwater targets without impediment. As long as the SELKATH can so easily enter the platform's sublevels, our surface defenses won't be enough to repel them, as demonstrated by this second assault. The order just came down from Darth Norok. You're to deploy underwater defenses before you return. We have an assortment of mines that should do the trick.
This was Darth Norok's idea. Wasn't he the one who said the mines were a waste of time in the first place?
I sincerely hope that you're not questioning the word of a Sith, Major. I know you are smarter than that.
Well, if Darth Norok wants mines, then I guess we better get him some.
And where are we supposed to get these mines? Cord wasn't exactly clear about that.
Come on. There's a submersible droid in our mining facility that should make this easier for us. Just need to get to it. Still can't believe Colonel Cord got Norok to cave on these mines. Guess Norok finally realized how many people would die without them. He always struck me as an ends justifies the means kind of Sith. But maybe there's an old softie hiding under that creepy armor. Take those controls. They'll let you pilot a submersible droid that can drop the mines. That should do it. Let's head back and find out if Colonel Cord's made any headway on those scanners.
This is a good start. Keep at it, Lieutenant. Lieutenant Dar has patched up our long-range communications. The holocalls aren't what I would call reliable yet, but we were able to briefly reach the Executioner. Unfortunately, we haven't made much headway in repairing our scanning equipment. We may have to rely on the Executioner if we're going to locate the Republic's weapons. How did things go on your end?
Where is Darth Norok? I'd prefer to report the details to him.
I'm sorry to say you just missed him. Darth Norok made a brief appearance on the way to his next objective. I updated him on our progress and your success with the platform's defenses. He was quite pleased.
Can't you call him back? Sooner or later we'll need to hammer out a plan with Darth Norok for after the Republic's gone.
Darth Norok's priority is getting the Kolto mining operation in working order again. He won't be pleased if I interrupt his work.
After everything we've done, the least you could do is get Darth Norok on a holo call.
Fine. I can do that much.
It's the Executioner, sir. They managed to make contact again.
Put them through. They could have an update on the location of the Republic's guns.
Colonel, thank the stars we reached you. We just received a distress signal from our shipping docks on the surface. It's faint, but we heard enough. The Republic has overrun their position. The entire platform is in lockdown, and if we don't...
Blast! There's enough Koltos sitting on those docks to secure many decisive victories for the Empire. We can't let the Republic get their hands on it. I need you both to stop them. Darth Norok?
It must be done. We must take control.
We will, my lord. We won't let any pubs off that platform with our Kolto.
Should I try to get him back?
Don't think that's necessary, sir. Vondra wasn't kidding when she said the pubs had these transports locked down. They're grounded until we cut them loose. That's all of them. Time to get these things in the air. If we can just find somewhere to put coordinates in. Those Kolto transports don't have pilots. Use this to send them somewhere. They'll get to the destination on their own.
Getting this Kolto out of Cord and Norok's hands is the only way I trust it will be put to good use. I'm sending the transports to Odessen.
As long as you get it to the Empire, Colonel Cord won't have any complaints. Can't imagine Darth Norok would be too happy about it, though. Are you seeing this?
Contact Cord. We need an extraction.
Way ahead of you. Here's hoping I can get through. Sir, got a little surprise down here at the shipping docks. The Republic's guns showed up.
What about the Kolto? Where is it?
Gone. Those guns destroyed some of the transports, but most are on their way off-world.
Which is great for you and all, sir. Unfortunately for us, the Republic's just dropped a lot of fresh troops on our doorstep. We're trapped in here.
I cannot send anyone to get you out, Major. Not while those guns are still active. Darth Norok would not approve of me sending anyone else into this situation. You don't need me. I know that both of you will figure.
Think we can make it to that?
We'll handle it, and we'll bring down the Republic's guns on the way out. Darth Norok.
What in blazes are you doing here?
I could ask you the same question.
Is that? You've got to be kidding me.
Don't just stand there. Release me at once.
Tread carefully, or I'll hand you back to the Republic, if I don't throw you out of the shuttle first.
Do not toy with me, fool. The longer you keep me like this, the worse the consequences will be.
No need for that, my lord.
Don't do anything stupid, Norok, unless you'd like to put the buoyancy of your armor to the test.
Take me to Cord. I will wring the air from that useless invertebrate's carcass for this.
What does he have to do with this?
If he had done what I asked in the first place, there would be no need for my presence.
What do you mean? Colonel Cord's done his best to keep this operation running for you.
I repeatedly told Cord his little Kolto mining stations weren't good enough. The Empire does not toil and struggle for a mere trickling of resources. We take what we want. Cord had one objective: the complete subjugation of Manaan. He refused to comply with my instructions, so I relieved him of his command. The Republic arrived on Manaan as I began my descent to the surface. I had no time to act. In one swift moment, their forces destroyed our weapons, shot me down, and set upon me.
All the orders Cord said you gave, they were his own.
That is agitating. I will deal with Cord. You can be sure of that.
Hate to break up this very productive discussion, but I can't land this thing without drawing attention. Too many pubs out there. But it's now or never. We won't get a better shot at taking out these guns.
If these animals are all that stand between me and an unyielding grip on Manaan, I will eradicate every last one.
Here we go. We've got to turn off these power conduits. With all the juice they're putting out, we need them offline before we can shut down these blasted guns. Lied to my face. Made me look like an idiot.
Speak up, Major. Do you have something to say? Perhaps about your commanding officer?
Nope. Everything's just peachy. Forget I said anything, my lord. Apologies for wasting your time. I think we cut enough power to take out the guns for good. Just need to find the controls that shut them off. Not a SELKATH in sight. They must be putting a lot of trust in the Republic if they're letting this beast cruise around Manaan without any local military on board.
Don't be absurd. There is no trust between Manaan and the Republic. The SELKATH want the Republic gone as much as we do. As much as they want the Empire gone.
I thought the SELKATH helped the Republic destroy your ion cannon.
A brief association, in opposition of a common enemy.
How do you know that?
The so-called soldiers tasked with guarding me had many complaints about Manaan's natives. The SELKATH's displeasure at the Republic's presence was especially confusing for them. The Republic are aggressors here. Self-righteous and unwanted invaders, though they pretend otherwise. And I will find a way to use their sanctimonious convictions against them.
All those power conduits we fried lead to manual controls on the bridge.
Can you use the controls to deal with the guns?
Does a hut have a tail?
Then we have our target. Let's go.
They're here. Oh no, how did he escape? Weapons ready! Don't let them touch anything in this room!
They must have known we'd make it up here. Our Republic friends locked this system down tighter than bantha hide.
Can you get in?
Oh yeah, no problem. And we destabilize enough of this thing's power conduits that I can rig the guns to explode from here. With plenty of time for us to escape, of course. Say goodbye to the Republic's shiny new toy.
Stop.
What's wrong?
Why destroy these weapons when we can take them for ourselves? Use them against the Republic should they try to stop us again. Increase the output of these weapons as high as you can, Major. Make them so powerful that we regain our unquestionable dominance over this world.
Not an option, my lord. We shut down too many of the power sources. There won't be enough juice left to supercharge the guns and keep their targeting matrix online. I do what you're asking. These guns will fire on anything that moves. SELKATH, Republic, Imperials.
Good. That means no one else will be able to shut them down. When SELKATH ships are obliterated by Republic weapons, their rift will deepen. The SELKATH can't fight on two fronts, and when the dust is cleared, Manaan will belong to me.
You there? Do you read? What's the status of those guns?
We're at the controls now, Colonel. But you...
Come in! Blast! I thought we'd worked out these comms issues.
Colonel.
Listen, if you can hear me at all, it is imperative that we destroy these guns once and for all. Our people need Kolto, and what we're doing here is the best way to get it to them. But we can't continue if the Republic is breathing down our necks like this. Darth Norok's orders are clear. Destroy the guns.
Everything all right?
Focus, Major. Do as I command, and you shall be granted a reward befitting a conqueror of worlds.
I'm sorry, my lord, but this one gives the orders.
What do you think I should do, Henry?
Thanks for putting me on the spot, but since you're twisting my arm, I do what's best for my soldiers. And I don't think getting shot out of the sky by some overpowered light show is in their best interest.
I came here to help the people of the Empire, not expedite their destruction. Gut these weapons.
With pleasure. Countdown initiated. I gave us enough time to get back to the shuttle, but we still better move it before these things come apart on top of us.
You'll not leave until you do as I say. Increase the damage of these weapons now, Major. Or you will both learn what happens when you defy a Sith.
Your impulsive decisions got you captured by the Republic, and now you expect me to aimlessly kill Imperials. You are a stain, an aberration, a degradation of the Sith. How dare you make demands of me?
That was the wrong answer. You should have obeyed my commands. Now, you will suffer. This world is mine.
Well, that sure cut into our escape time.
Then let's not waste any more time.
I've raised my brow at a lot of things you've done, but never in my wildest dreams did I think you were capable of something so blasted stupid.
Mind yourself, Major. I won't permit this insubordination while there's still so much work left to do.
Mind myself? Stars, you're brainless. We found Darth Norok, Colonel, and he wasn't too happy to hear about what you've been up to. You had the brass to speak for a Sith with ties to the Dark Council without his permission, but that wasn't reckless enough for you. Not telling anyone that Norok was missing. Forging his orders. And the best part's gotta be how you dragged us into your stupidity. I know Norok was a pain, sir. And I know he was keeping you from supporting the Empire the way you thought was right. I might have understood if you had just told me about all of this from the start. But you lied to me. And that I don't understand.
Terrible things happen to those who try to deceive me. You're lucky I don't kill you where you stand.
Are you sure that impersonating a Sith is such a terrible thing? Because right now, you sound just like Norok. Where is Darth Norok?
He attacked us when we destroyed the Republic's guns. We had to kill him.
Then how can you blame me for what I've done? You saw for yourself what Norok does to anyone who opposes his greed. And you stuck by what you thought was right. Just as I did.
Other than making a complete fool of yourself, what exactly did you do?
Whatever mess you found Norok in was the result of his own arrogance. When I lost contact with him, I simply took advantage of his absence. My entire career, I've done nothing but prove my admiration for the Sith. I served without question, believed they had a right to rule the Empire. Until I had a chance to lead this operation, I cherished the idea that I was helping soldiers live to see another day. Norok, however, kept saying I needed to think bigger. He wanted all of Manaan under his rule, but we didn't have the resources to sustain a prolonged occupation of the entire planet. It would have achieved nothing Nothing more than a boost to Norok's ego. I refuse to sacrifice faithful citizens of the Empire for something so irresponsible. And I do not regret that decision. Or the decision to use Norok's name, if it means not one life will be wasted on a Sith's ambition.
I see you finally solved your communications problem, Colonel. Now that the lines are open again, I need an update on your progress. Strictly going by who I see in the room, I'm assuming everything is going well.
Unfortunately, Lord Krovos, that is not the case. Colonel Cord has committed serious infractions that you need to know about. Darth Norok was captured by the Republic, but Cord told us he was still receiving Norok's orders. We could have rescued Norok if Cord hadn't spent the whole time pretending to be him.
That is disheartening news, Colonel. I thought you knew better.
I thought so too, my lord. But when your people are facing the likelihood of being cannon fodder, what you think you know comes into question.
Major Anri, I am sorry that this falls to you. Arrest Colonel Cord. I want him brought to my location at once.
This is why your soldiers make stupid decisions, Krovos. You let them get away with far too much. You need to set an example.
Well, while you clean up that mess, I'll sort out the issue of finding someone to replace Colonel Cord. Major Anri, I need you to oversee things on Manaan. Not for long, just until I send someone else to lead this operation. I will be in touch.
Reinforcements have arrived. Officers have been briefed. Assignments have been doled out. I think that's everything. All Theshes squared, all Dawns crossed. It's going to take some doing, but this operation will be in first-rate condition once Darth Krovos finds a replacement for Colonel Cord.
I hope I won't have to come back and clean up another mess.
I think we're good now, but it would be nice to have someone with your skills around. I've seen you in action so many times, and you still never cease to amaze. Not to mention all the times you've come through for me. You're probably tired of everyone constantly falling over themselves for you. I'm sure you don't need to hear me go on about how amazing I think you are. But I can count the number of people I trust on one hand. Every time we meet, you more than earn your place on that list. Hope you know how much I appreciate that.
You've always been a valuable asset, Anri, and I'm grateful for all your help.
Now you're just trying to make me blush. Anyway, I know you have a lot to get back to, and I don't want to keep you from it. Thanks for sticking around and seeing this through.
Which way to the victory celebration?
I wasn't expecting to see you here. Is something wrong?
As much as the sight of you improves my mood, I'm afraid I come with grim news. We've lost contact with the team we deployed to explore the ruins of Darth Nul's fortress on Elom. It could be a simple malfunction, but given the importance of their mission and the site's interest to Darth Malgus, we should investigate immediately.
Manaan is secure enough. Shall we take your ship or mine?
Ah, on that note...
I'll be your chauffeur for this mission.
I wasn't expecting you.
I tried to persuade your associate that you were in capable hands with me, but...
But I've not had the opportunity to work with our esteemed ally. I thought this would be the perfect time to become better acquainted.
How could I refuse such a charming request? I have some final arrangements to see to. I'll meet you at the ship.
He certainly has a way with people. We cannot trust him.
You think he might stab me in the back if you aren't here to stop him?
He wouldn't succeed. Regardless, I merely want to spare you the distraction. I'll focus on him so you can focus on the mission. Shall we?
That's just it. So little is known about you at present. It's a mystery, just like Darth Nal.
Does that trouble you?
Not at all. I quite enjoy it. You should hear the stories people tell.
Should I?
You would find them flattering, I'm sure. I once heard that you only remain at your impressive master's side in order to disguise your full power. After all, who can say what you're truly capable of when you live in a shadow cast so long?
Who indeed? Strange. There's some kind of energy shield over the dig site. The readings don't match any Imperial or Republic design.
Is that the cause of the communications blackout?
Most likely. We can't fly through it either. We'll have to land and approach on foot.
Intriguing. I'll apprise Darth Krovos of the situation. Putting reinforcements on standby seems prudent. Seems like just another ruin.
The shield is projected from a power source near the temple entrance. I suggest we bring that down first.
So that reinforcements can join us more directly if necessary. Thinking ahead. You're as cunning as they say.
That's a good thing to keep in mind, Rivix.
I always remember my friend's best qualities. Something is off. These creatures are hostile beyond all reason.
Look out!
What is that?
Irritating.
I have a theory. Given the native wildlife's abnormal behavior, it's possible this machine is manipulating their... Well, that was fast confirmation.
If Darth Nul created these machines, she must have been a talented scientist, or a master of Sith alchemy. Perhaps both.
After centuries, her creations still function. More or less. An impressive feat. The shield. It doesn't match any known designs because Nul built it so long ago. Perhaps the dig team activated it by accident, and they're still safe.
Or they activated it because they were attacked. We shouldn't rule anything out at this point.
We can stay here and guess, or we can move on and learn the truth.
Fair enough.
After you.
A Republic shuttle, but no sign of any troops.
If they landed here, then they arrived before the shield went up. We'll likely find them closer to the temple.
Yes. Let's hurry on.
This is the source of the shield.
Dead Jedi, dead soldiers. This one was on the dig team. The attack must have started here.
The bodies. They weren't all killed by blasters or lightsabers.
A trap!
That did it. The shield has dropped. Our comms should work now.
I'll contact Darth Krovos immediately. The enemy already came here once. They may well bring reinforcements. We should do the same.
Darth Null was clearly a genius, far ahead of her time. How is it possible that we have no records of her? I'm beginning to suspect that this was intentional. Her whole existence erased purposefully.
But why?
Perhaps one of her creations made her a threat to the Dark Council, or even the Emperor, though that's difficult to imagine. Even so, I struggle to think of anyone else with the power to wipe someone from history so completely.
If that's true, I can see why Malgus would want to learn more about her.
The only other person to make Emperors and Dark Council members that nervous is you.
Krovos has confirmed that reinforcements are on the way. We can't be far from the ruins. Let's hurry on.
You. I should have known. I did not come here for you. Stand aside, or die. So be it. Nothing can stop what is to come. Not even you.
Will it hold him?
Until he tells us everything he knows. Or he dies.
Malgus is too dangerous to be left alive. We should kill him and be done with it.
That was my advice. But the Empress wants answers.
Or perhaps she simply wants her toy back.
A fresh dig team will resume the work on Elom shortly. Malgus made quite a mess, but with luck we'll soon know everything there is to know about Darth Nul.
If her inventions can be militarized, with our replenished Kolto reserves, the Republic will have precious little hope left. The cell is satisfactory, Lord Eldred. I will share my appraisal with the rest of the Dark Council. Darth Savik should be cautious. You could be a marvelous contender for her position. With Malgus captured, what is next for the Hand of the Empire?
What you should have done by now, winning the war.
Indeed. And since I have laid the groundwork, it should be very easy for you.
You think this is over? I have revealed a truth long buried. A path to power, concealed by thrones, and hidden by councils. Overshadowed by a war with no true victor. I have seen a vision of the future, a galaxy in flames. What I have begun will not end with me. This is only the beginning.